Hi, so we're here today to do a client spotlight with Joe Castronovo from Korg USA. And I'm really excited to have Joe here today because Joe and I have spent a lot of time together. We've been coaching together for about 10 years. So Joe, thank you so much for coming. It really means a lot to have you here.
It's a pleasure to be here. I'm really excited about having this conversation.
Yeah, and I'm excited for you to really tell our audience your story and how you started your career. But I'd love for you to start a little bit with, how you got here. Tell us about some of, what happened to you before your career. I know you played football in college and some of your early childhood and some of the things, that came out of your earlier life.
It goes back to my upbringing. My family, I was lucky enough to be the fourth of 5 children. And I was always around people who were older than I was, striving to be with those older people because you wanted to be picked for the baseball team, picked for playing baseball, playing football. We didn't have all these other sports. And I think that really has an impression because you're always driving to succeed.
And that's a big push. Because you're really, to be 8 years younger, you're really pushing up to be able to be around them.
Yeah.
And obviously it worked out well because you ended up going on to college to play football. So that drive kept going. In a lot of the work that we do, we've really uncovered that so much of our values, our thinking, and our mindset, and our work ethic, come from the first 16 to 18 years of our life. They're such formative times, and if we don't really get that right in those first 18 years, which puts a lot of pressure on parents, it's harder to make it up as adults. And you have incredible work ethic and great mindset. What do you think you drew from that time?
Some of the values, I think they progress over time, and I think that that ability to strive to be better, strive to get to that next level of because I was always reaching to be with the older people, older guys. I had really good coaches in high school that really drove that too. Is goal setting really early on. Where do you want to be? What do you want to do? Whether it's wrestling, playing football, where do how do I get better? I was never a natural athlete, and that's natural where everything came to me easily. But I worked hard at a lot of things.
I love that you say that because I think that no one really is. Everyone has to work hard at it.
Yeah.
You think that you always look at someone else and think, well, it's just natural to them, but it's really not. Even the people who are the natural athletes are there because they work so hard.
Sure. You're not always successful, but you find other strategies. Say, well, I didn't work hard enough. I obviously didn't work hard enough.
So if you didn't succeed at something, your instinct was to always think, obviously I didn't work hard enough.
Oh, yeah.
That was the feedback that went through your brain.
Yeah.
That's fabulous. Really, that is the example of someone who's a real leader and is successful in life. Because if you look back in the mirror every time and think, well, I didn't work hard enough and that's why it didn't work, that's what drives you to always push to the next level and think, I just have to work hard. And also, it's recognizing it's in your control. If I work hard enough, it will work.